everyone, it's Kane Weather here. Today we're talking about the tornadoes, severe thunderstorms, both of those severe thunderstorms, tornadoes, and lots of severe weather expected tonight and tomorrow across parts of the United States. So you're not going to want to miss out because we have lots of tornado warnings in effect right now, even near the Atlanta area. Atlanta, the city of Atlanta is under a tornado watch currently. So I'm going to give you all the details about this, severe weather, future models, all the Storm Prediction Center's risk, and any family members or you, if you're under effect on any of these severe weather and tornadoes coming up in today's video, so stay tuned. Now we do start off with the tornado watch in effect, including Atlanta and a bunch of other counties in parts of Alabama and Georgia. So we have a lot of tornado warnings, but the tornado watch, which means tornadoes are possible, that is in effect until 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central. So we have already a lot of tornado warnings going on in Georgia right now. If you are under a tornado warning, get your stuff and go to your shelter, please, because tornadoes move really quickly, quicker than you think, and before you know it, it could be already hitting your house. Just be safe than sorry, so please get into a shelter if you're under a tornado warning. And we have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for parts of New York and northern New York and all of New Jersey. That's crazy. All of New Jersey, the whole state. Lots of severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. So that just tells you we probably are going to have some severe thunderstorms overnight. But let's get into the actual tornado watches, because this is really important here. So we look here. We do have tornado warning, tornado warning in effect here. So this includes all of this kind. This is a big tornado warning. So this is a really bad situation here. So if you're under it, please stay safe and yes, so stay safe and get to your shelter. That's really important that you do that. Now that's the current alerts right now. So I want to go ahead and show you our watch probability. So this is not the real probability. It's just giving you an idea of where they are. So this is where the severe thunderstorm watch is up here, and we scroll down here. This is where the tornado watch is here, as you can see in this yellow area. It just gives you a nice idea. I just wanted to show you that. But now we go to the Storm Prediction Center's risk. So as you can see, slight risk issued. I do think a enhanced risk is completely necessary, and they should issue an enhanced risk down here in this area where Georgia and Alabama is, because we're seeing lots of tornado warnings. So that does that should be an enhanced risk, but it's only a slight risk, and a slight risk means severe weather is possible. So definitely it's going on. There's tornadoes. That's way above even severe weather. So you need to be warned in this area here. It's not. I think it's more than a slight risk. And then we have this pretty big widespread slight risk up here going on in parts of northern New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, and parts of Maine also in effect there for all those states, as you can see. So slight risk in effect today. Let's look at tornado risk. And tornado risk is, yes, very pretty big here in parts of Georgia and Alabama. 5% risk. And no, that does not mean a 5% chance of a tornado. That's just the way they issue the risk numbers. So 5% tornado risk does not mean a 5% chance of a tornado happening. That's a really low chance of a tornado. That's just the way they issue the risk numbers. So 5% risk is a pretty high risk. It's number 2. So that is a pretty big tornado risk, as you can see, including Atlanta. This is bad. Atlanta is in the 5% tornado risk, so that means a high chance of a tornado. Birmingham is actually on the edge. It's in the 2%, and Tallahassee is in the 2%, sorry. And Columbus, Georgia is in the 5% as well. But now let's get into tomorrow's risk, and then we'll get to the future models. So let's go ahead and take a look at tomorrow's risk, and we do have a very widespread. So the severe weather tomorrow is not going to be in the same area as we're having it today. As you can see, we have a really widespread slight risk here, including Sioux Falls, Norfolk, Lincoln, Omaha, all included in this slight risk. Again, lots of severe weather. Don't really know. There's probably not going to be there's not going to be as much tornadoes tomorrow as there is today. Just want to point that out because the tornado risk is only at 2%. It's it's pretty widespread, but it's not really widespread compared to the whole slight risk. And we have another 2% risk here in parts of North Carolina and South Carolina. But again, yes, severe weather tomorrow possible in parts of Minnesota, Iowa, even parts of Nebraska, and even parts of South Dakota, And then we look at the wind threat. The wind threat's a big concern here for tomorrow. If you have any loose items, want to move those inside if you live in this area. Here, and the hail threat is pretty high, actually. 15% risk of hail in this area, so definitely severe storms possible tomorrow. Now let's go to the future models, and this is live right now, about live right now. As you can see, lots of rainfall expected here. This is actually, I think it's a little bit earlier. So let's go ahead and time this out to about now. So look, all of this severe weather is continuing overnight. Line of storms here, that's really strong storms, and then we time this out even further, and we go to about 8 o'clock, 9, 10, 11. The line of storms move to the Atlanta area. So Atlanta, you might get some storms around 11 to midnight tonight. So while you may be trying to sleep, so just warning about that. Oh, and not just be warning about that. Make sure your phone's not muted, because these can produce tornadoes. Kind of seeing the chance of tornadoes is pretty high, so just be aware of that. And the kind of moves out of that area. But let's take a look now at tomorrow. This severe weather is kind of weird. It's not really a lot of storms. It's kind of one huge line of storms. So we time this out tomorrow. We start about midnight tonight into the early hours. We have this big line of storms moving through the Twin Cities at about 4 in the morning here. Looks like a big leading edge, but the thing is, there's no storms behind it, so it's kind of a weird leading edge kind of type of storms here. So, but it's pretty strong storms, and this looks like it's going to bring a lot of wind, because it looks like it's a leading edge. And then it moves at about, when you start waking up, 10 o'clock in the morning, and moves through parts of Wisconsin, and then it kind of weakens a little bit. That's as far as this model can go, but it kind of weakens just a little bit. But still a big line of storms. See, it is kind of bringing rain behind it, but the storms behind it aren't severe. So that's the thing. So this is a kind of a weird line of storms, but it's a leading edge, maybe bringing a cold front. So that may be one of the reasons, but storms coming with it. But I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Again, stay safe. Let's refresh the National Weather Service's page and see if the tornado warnings are still in effect. And yes, they are. So you need to be aware of these tornado warnings. If you have someone that lives in Georgia, Atlanta area, just warn them that there could be a tornado warning in this area. Tell them not to mute their phone tonight. And if you have anyone maybe in New York, northern New York or New Jersey, just tell them maybe there's storms possible tonight. Stay safe, stay weather aware. If you have any other questions, don't forget to comment that down below, and I should be able to answer them. Stay safe, stay weather aware, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!